you should be a specialized generalist. So you should have,
Okay.
so you should be, you should pick up skills along the way.
Hey guys, I'm AJ
I'm Rini.
and welcome to the TFA Talkshow. So today we have a very special guest. His name is Khairul Soly, founded Caliph Podcast, building up a Muslim brand through podcasting with top successful Muslims back in 2018 and been growing it ever since while having multiple freelance jobs such as being a trainer as well as a production crew. Welcome, Khairul. What made you venture in this freelance path, and also how do you source out these part-time or freelance jobs?
What made me freedom? Freedom and flexibility. Yeah, I think that is something that I have been used to it, because a bit about myself. I'm actually a former professional soccer player. So
Oh,
imagine I only work 2 hours a day every
right.
day, right? So I just come for training 5 to 7, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm used to that freedom. I used to that, doing things on my own. 2 months before I got married, I quit my job. Uh, it
Oh,
just because I have this, calling, they say. So I was like, okay, oh, I want to be this famous podcaster, and I want to interview all the top
Nice.
successful Muslims, right? So I tell
mm,
myself, okay, and then at the same time, I want to build my brand. So it's all very like, it's when you have this idea, you're like, yes,
Yep.
yes, you want to do everything. Yeah. And so I managed to burn my boat, like what they said. So as I go along, and I realize that, oh, actually I'm quite free, right? And why not search for freelance jobs? I feel that you have to have not only one freelance job. For example, if you're a web designer, you only do websites, right? What if one day website is not relevant? How can you jump? One of my favorite mentors, his name is Tim Ferriss. He spoke about this subject called are you do you should you be a specialist, or should you be a generalist, right? So people ask, like, should I just be the best website designer, or should I be jack of all trades, right? So his answer is just it's beautiful. He said that you should be a specialized generalist. So you should have,
okay.
so you should be, you should pick up skills along the way. So you should not just, if you want to be a specialist, yes, you can be, but you have to be that 0.001%. You have to be that LeBron James of basketball, or you have to be like that Peter McKinnon in Vox, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. You have to be that 1%. But if you can't be that, so you have to pick up skills, and so you are more versatile in that way. Yeah. So I think a few must-have skills that he recommend is public speaking, writing. And for me myself, I start off with zero knowledge. I don't know videography. I bought a camera. I literally go to YouTube. I learn, and I start recording my vlogs. I went traveling, so I started doing my vlogs. Yeah. And then my vlogs get better and better, but I don't want to pursue in that, because I don't see myself as a travel vlogger. And then I start podcasting, and now I just only learn how to create a website. So I just created
Right.
my own website. Yeah. So
Nice.
these are the skills.
Nice.
Yeah, these are the skills that I think, as a freelancer, you have your own free time. So you should upgrade yourself along as you go along.
Okay, so Cairo, if let's say I'm from a corporate job and I want to leave my job to pursue freelancing, is there like some guides that I can follow to pursue this?
Okay. There's always two ways to approach this. One is my way, which is definitely not recommended. Where you, that's why they say, if you want the island, burn your boat. So I did burn my boat, so I just jumped, and that is something that not recommended. Why? Because you it's not easy to go through the hard times alone. You need a very, very huge support system to do that. And the next one, that I think everyone recommend to do, is to start a side hustle first. So first of all, if you don't have an interest, you you can try, you can taste, right? Like what Gary Vee said, if you don't know anything, try, taste it out, taste. So I tried travel vlogging before. and I produced a few of my trips, and then I realized that no, I don't see myself a travel blogger. So I think first of all, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what's out there, you try to test it out. You consume things online, maybe from YouTube and stuff like that. You get your aspirations online, and once you get the hang of it, you realize that, oh, that's the thing for me. It will take a long time. Like for me, I literally waste 1 year to learn. I literally waste 1 year to learn, because now you only see that my podcast starting to pick up now. Why? Because I was so distracted. I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, I wanted to do everything, and then I realized that, oh, podcast is for me. So focus on podcast. So that is maybe what you will go through also. So you will try so many things, and then realize that, okay, this is something that is it's the true thing that I want to do. Or if you have something that really good at, for example, if you can do videos like Ring, right? So you can start start promoting yourself, posting your works online, do a portfolio of your works, and share with people, because there are people out there who really want your service. So I think first and foremost, you have to ask what excites you, right? If this side job or this side hustle is it calls you, and you wake up every morning and you're like, okay, I can't wait to edit this video or something like that, right? So that is something that is a positive sign. So if you believe in that, and if you believe in yourself, and you have a market and service for that, and just imagine yourself, I'm putting most of my hours at my corporate job. If I were to just take all of that and put it into this business side hustle, like, can it really grow? Yeah. So if you believe in that, and you see that can really grow, then by all means go for it. But if you feel that, if you're in a situation where, oh, I have bills to pay, I have mortgage here and there, and money is still an issue, then of course you have to wait, and you have to make sure that your side hustle is much more than your corporate job.
Khairul, following up the previous question,
Sure.
what is your advice to people who wants to jump into freelancing but they are still afraid of doing that?
First and foremost, I think you should ask yourself, do you really like your job? And if if you want to venture into freelancing, I would highly suggest that link it with a purpose in the freelance job. Yeah. So I think I am sure everyone says it, but it's true, because if you don't link your freelance job with purpose, I think it's just gonna be another job. If you don't have, this is another advice. Like, there are so many, because when I start Caliph, right, there are so many out there in that situation. So many people out there in that situation who tell me, how do I move from my corporate job out to start something? And I always share this with you, and I was there with Rin in the seminar with Gary Vee was there, and he said this very good advice. He said that everyone wants to start a next Instagram. Everyone wants to create the next Facebook, right? Why can't you be the number 14 in Facebook? Why can't you be the number 37 in Instagram? Why? You're still earning so much more. So for me, I believe in that, because if you can't create something with a purpose, then follow someone who has that purpose. Yeah, you get what I mean? So you can try it out. By all means, you can try it out. You can start your own agency or start your own freelance gig or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you feel empty inside, then you lack that purpose, and you lack that calling of yours. So find an agency that you really can relate to, and it's okay to be working for them. You are together, you're building a purpose, and you, at the end of the day, you go home, you're happy, your relationship is happy, everything is just balanced, your life.
Okay, so Khairul, before we actually let you go, how can our viewers and listeners connect with you?
Sure, they can connect with me on LinkedIn and my Caliph website. So my LinkedIn will be just search my name, Khairul Soly, KhairulSoly, and my website will be caliphfeed.com. So CALIPHFEED.com.
Thank you so much, Khairul. Thank you for being on board
Welcome.
with us. And
Welcome.
we wish you all the best for your upcoming new website as well.
Thank
And
you.
we hope to see you soon.